almost coming in, viewers, related to the same. This has turned into a massive war of words. Asaduddin Owaisi has jumped into this overall debate surrounding the Places of Worship Act. He has cited this particular case which we were speaking of as an example. He says, and I quote him verbatim, this is Asaduddin Owaisi's tweet. We've put out the tweet also on our screens. He says the people of India are being pushed into fights over history where none existed. No nation can become a superpower if 14% of its population faces such constant pressures, unquote. This is verbatim Asaduddin Owaisi's tweet. And then he goes on to launch a scathing attack at the BJP at the center as well, saying that behind these Vahini, Parishads and Sena, there is the ruling party, an invisible hand of the ruling party. And then he goes on to say that they have a duty to defend the Places of Worship Act. Remember, viewers, we were talking about the overall debate around the Places of Worship Act. Asaduddin Owaisi has jumped into the entire debate, and he cited this particular example to take his argument forward. Adib, my colleague, joining us live on the broadcast. Adib, help us put Asaduddin Owaisi's tweet in perspective. What is this case exactly about? What is Asaduddin Owaisi saying? And the larger debate which we were speaking of around the Places of Worship Act.
Well, Meenakshi, see, Asaduddin Owaisi has now put it out on his social media account that a mosque in Jaunpur, they have reached out to the Allahabad High Court, in which they have challenged the lower court's decision, the lower court's verdict, in which the lower court has now accepted that suit can come before the court, in which the Hindu side has claimed that the Atala Masjid is in fact was built on a temple in Jaunpur district, and the next date of hearing in the lower court of Jaunpur is that set of January 3, and the lower court in Jaunpur, they'll be hearing, the district and sessions court in Jaunpur, they'll be hearing the matter. But now when the Muslim side of that particular mosque, they have reached the Allahabad High Court, the Asaduddin Owaisi has now targeted BJP, and he's saying that the 14% of the population is now facing these kind of challenges each and every day, and there's an invisible hand by the ruling party behind this. He also went on to say that behind every Vahini, behind every Parishad, there's the invisible hand of the ruling party. So he's basically attacking BJP on the suit that has been filed in Jaunpur district over the Atala Mosque, which the Hindu sides claim that there's a temple, and this particular mosque was built by raising down the temple, which is known as Atala Devi Mandir. So these are the claims of the Hindu side. In fact, they have filed it in the lower court, and now the mosque committee, they have moved to the Allahabad High Court, challenging the lower court's verdict on accepting the suit of the Hindu side. Although the hearing will begin from next month, that is on January, and the court has set the date of the January 3 where they'll be hearing about this matter. But before that, the Muslim side, they have moved to Allahabad High Court, challenging the verdict of the lower court.
Exactly.